Hey, did somebody say math? Okay, if you say so, let's do this limit. So we're going to introduce a very common technique right now. It's called rationalizing the numerator, or you could rationalize the denominator, but in this case, we'll be rationalizing the numerator. So why are we doing that? Because we have a problem. The problem is if I take this 0 and plug it in here, I get 0 over 0, which is not defined. So we have a what's called indeterminate form. So it's presenting as 0 over 0, but the answer to this limit could literally be anything. Well, from our point of view right now, at least. So we'll do something called rationalizing the numerator. So what we'll do is we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by the same thing. So what is that thing? Well, it's going to be called the conjugate of the numerator. So we'll take this numerator that has the radical, the square root in it, and we will change this sign in between. And that is what we will multiply by. So the minus 2 is going to become a plus 2. So here's my original radical numerator. Here is what's called the conjugate of the numerator. So we don't want to change the expression, so we multiply top and bottom by the same thing. All right, so what happens here? Well, on top, you'll notice we have a minus b times a plus b. Now, hopefully that's familiar, but if not, don't worry about it. Okay, this is a difference of squares, factorization. So my numerator is of the form a minus b times a plus b. So when I multiply it out, I'm going to get a squared minus b squared. So what does that give me? It gives me x squared plus 4. Okay, that's from squaring a. And then minus b squared, which will be 4. Okay, so on the bottom, you do nothing. You just leave it alone. It's not going to typically help you to multiply this out. So I'll just leave it factored. Okay, and the magic happens upstairs. Oopsie daisy. So the 4's cancel, which is very nice. And something further is going to help us. We can cancel these x squareds. And you'll notice that our difficulty, our problem, our issue, our stumbling block has been removed. You'll recall at the beginning, I couldn't plug in 0 here because I had 0 over 0, but now that problem is gone. Okay, my problem's gone, so I can just do a plug in here. X is still going to 0. Plug it in. What do you get? You get root 4 plus 2 downstairs, which is 1 over 4. Lovely.